Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Michelle.
And today we're going to be talking about
the 5 things you should not do when purchasing a home.
Let's get into it.
Tip number 1, do not buy a car before you close on your house.
Check out our new car.
But we close on our house in 2 weeks.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Ugh.
Now we understand that you've already got your offer accepted. You've already got it on your vision board. That brand new car is going to look beautiful in your new house. However, if you go and purchase something prior to closing, that's going to show up on your credit report, and there's going to be some sticking points when it comes to closing. So be savvy, be disciplined, wait until the transaction closes before you buy your new car. Tip number 2, shop around before getting a pre-approval.
So what do you think of the area?
Love it. It's fantastic, and this house is perfect. I'd like to put an offer in.
What did you say your pre-approval was again?
What? Pre-approval?
Oh, God.
What?
Yeah, this is super important. You do not want to be looking at homes that you are not qualified for. First of all, it'll end up in heartbreak if you're looking at properties that are over your budget. When you do get your pre-approval and it's not what you expected, you will be left heartbroken because the homes that you can now afford will not compare to what you were looking at before.
This way, you won't be wasting your time, our time, or the seller's time. We're looking at exactly what you can afford within your budget.
Tip number 3, do not skip the home inspection. Hey Jesse, I'm just at the property and I think we're gonna need an inspection.
Inspection? My dad's a contractor. He's been on the tools for 20 years. We're good. Now this is a big one. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Jesse, the market that we just came out of, I wouldn't have got a house if I would have had a home inspection in there. And I would certainly agree with you. When we're working with our buyers, if they are going to go in without a home inspection condition, we know everything that there is to know about the property before we waive that condition. Even if that means bringing in an inspector before we submit an offer. Because there's nothing worse than purchasing a home and inheriting a laundry list of issues.
So there's currently a homeowner who bought during the peak a house in London for $2 million. The property has a detached garage that sits on a hill, and now the foundation is eroding away and the detached garage has to be completely knocked down. Now, if these buyers would have had a home inspection before they purchased the home, this could have been completely avoided. Now they have a huge bill to pay and no detached garage. Number 4, thinking your first home is going to be your forever home. So I'm so excited to start looking at homes for you, but what exactly do you want in your next home?
Good question. It's not asking a lot. I'm looking for 11-foot ceilings. I do want quartz countertops. They got to be white, double waterfall, oak flooring all throughout. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so sorry, what's your budget again?
$450,000.
Okay.
And I gotta be downtown.
Oh God.
I get it. You want it white, you want it bright, open concept. However, real estate is a long game, and it's important that you get into the market with something that you can afford. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. So what that means is if you are in, hypothetically, a nice townhouse property, you're in it for 5 years, there's a good chance you're gonna have some built-in equity that's going to give you some purchasing power for that next purchase, which typically is going to be a detached property with a nice backyard where your dog can go out and run around and you can swim in it in the summer times with that big fancy pool. But just keep in mind, it's baby steps to get there.
So an example how Jesse and I climbed the real estate ladder, our very first house was a 600 square foot stacked townhome in Georgetown, right?
That's right. We then had a real fixer-upper property, which fell into our lap. I was excited about it, Michelle not so much. But we bought it, put in some sweat equity, we saw a really good return on that investment, and we ended up buying a nice piece of property, built a custom home, which we now live in with our 2 kids. So again, it was patience within the market, trading up when it felt right, and knowing that this isn't going to be our forever home right out of the gate. Number 5, do not overspend.
Hey, so I booked us reservations at Greystones tonight for 7:30.
7:30? Today's the 19th. We got a mortgage payment coming out tomorrow.
So?
To be honest with you, Kraft dinner was on sale and I ended up grabbing a couple boxes of that. So I think economically, this is our best bet.
Kraft dinner again? Just because you're pre-approved to a certain amount does not mean you need to spend that exact amount if you're not comfortable making those payments each month. You also have to take into account other things such as your property taxes, renovations and maintenance around the home, and other bills such as cable, TV, internet, gas, water.
Now I'm going to give you guys a perfect example, and let's use a condo for example. There's a 1-bedroom plus den that's done to the nines, and it's listed for $650,000. Now there's also a 1-bedroom plus den that's not upgraded, builder grade, nothing done to it, and this one is in fact now listed for $550,000. Now let's look at that gap between the high-end product and the builder grade. I can guarantee you that the cost to redo the entire condo to make it exactly the way that you want it, and it will in most cases be superior to that higher end, will not cost you more than what it would be to purchase that higher condo.
So there's a fine line between overspending and spending what you can afford. So in Jesse's example, if you bought that condo that was completely renovated, you would be overspending. But you can afford that builder grade home and then put upgrades into it to make it what you want.
Staying within your budget. We have helped countless amount of buyers over the years avoid these crucial mistakes.
So if you're looking for advice to get into the market and what things not to do, put it in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on another video.